With the fires raging over in California, did you know about the Tasmanian connection?
Big ass Tasmanian blue gum eucalyptus.
Yeah, eucalyptus trees and eucalyptus groves are everywhere in California.
Invasive Tasmanian blue gum eucalyptus.
I had a conversation with David Bowman, who's a pyrogeology professor and fire scientist at the University of Tasmania.
The people in California think of the blue gums. Many of them believe that they're native plants. They're so ubiquitous. And they were brought over to California during the Californian gold rushes from Australia because they grow quickly, and then they've naturalised. They look slightly different to the blue gums here because they don't have the same insects and possums and things, so they've got very dense canopies. So they are part of the natural landscape for sure.
They are flammable. In fact, from my experience, they need heat and fire to rejuvenate. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is part of a problem over in California. There's been fires in some of these blue gum areas because they've escaped into the wild around cities, particularly San Francisco. And when there are fires, they love it. And so they perpetuate, they reseed and they resprout, and then they become quite dense in the landscape. And then, of course, people like them. They're spread through the rural areas. And they're very combustible foliage because there's nothing to, as I said, to eat the live foliage, and then the dried foliage builds up and it's got oils, so it's incredibly combustible. And that has led to friction in some Californian communities because people love these beautiful trees, but then other people are aware that they're a fire hazard and they want them removed.
As they're trying to put out the fires over in the States and California, what are the lessons that we can learn back here at home?
I would see this as a sort of a preview of what could happen to a place like Hobart. And rather than getting sad about it, I mean, it is obviously sad, what we should do is see that we've been given a really golden opportunity to focus on thinking about how we can live more sustainably with bushfires, better evacuation plans, better fuel treatment around our suburbs, better housing and garden design, better fuel and fire awareness. So people are just understanding that all year round they should be thinking about fire, not just thinking about fire because LA's burning.